Hey, what's going on, guys? Marco Flores here with Nerd in the Bay, and the Fahkumram trailer has finally arrived. The gameplay trailer. So we saw the teaser. When did we see the teaser? I mean, Brussels, I think. Brussels Challenge. You might have seen the teaser. And then Combobreaker after the Tekken tournament for Combobreaker 2025. They unveiled the gameplay trailer for Fahkumram. So I hope you're still pronouncing the name correctly. But yeah, we're going to get to see what Fahkumram is going to be able to do in the Tekken 8 systems. Tekken 8 right now, more on the way up on continuing to fix like the patches and kind of undoing the damage that they did in the initial startup of season 2. There's some people like the one decision that they do, then some people don't like another, and back and forth. But anyways, they continue to unveil more and more of the characters as the season progresses, and now Fahkumram is the latest character. And unfortunately, I got spoiled on who the character reveal of the next character for the season 2. For Tekken 8. So, but I'm going to go ahead and watch the gameplay trailer. I haven't watched the gameplay trailer yet, and I'm not too familiar still with what Fahkumram is able to do. I know people want Bruce to come back. They really want Bruce to come back due to being the main Muay Thai guy. Maybe there's still a chance for Bruce to come back, maybe have a different looking style compared to Fahkumram. Brian's in the game, right? With more of the kickboxing side of things. Fahkumram maybe being more the Muay Boran style, right? But I believe I remember that Fahkumram has Bruce's stuff. So if Bruce were to come back, we get to try to figure out how Bruce can differentiate what Fahkumram is able to do. But anyways, gameplay trailer is here. We're gonna go ahead and give it a watch, and see what we can find out and see what's going on with Fahkumram in this time around for Tekken 8. So let's take a look. So this was the first unveiling of Fahkumram. This thing drops down, breaks open. Essentially, he's like a prisoner. Right?
Get ready for the next battle.
Again, representing Muay Thai, maybe more on the Muay Boran side of things. Had the ropes for the crown. Ensure my family's safety. Here we go. Okay. Low attacks. Kind of had a stagger there. Okay. Got an OTG. Change of direction. Okay. Counter. Crumple. I do need to see what's his story. Oh, okay. You got a reflect and a power up too. Oh, that's sick. Hey, that's just like that tiger knee. For my wife and daughter. He's a family man. I'll walk the fires of hell. Alright, there's a special introduction with Brian Fahkumram. Hey. Okay, got the armor, got the power up. Okay, full charge. And then you got that too. Whoosh. Jeez. I do remember that from Bruce. That particular triple knee setup. Boom. Okay, got the crumple. Rage art. Oh my gosh. Just a kick to the ribs and you're getting kicked out of a explosion. Damn. Fahkumram will fuck you up. Okay, Fahkumram, early access is July 7th. Official release is July 10th. Costume 2, I believe. Yeah. Oh, look at that sick. That looked like a Bruce costume. What the heck? Alright, here we go. There's the unveiling. Armor. Ah! Armor King is back, baby. Like, people are upset, people are loving it, and then we're kind of wondering who Winter will be. It's a new challenger. So now it's wondering if it's a guest character or actually a new Tekken character. Yeah, I do need to find out, like, what was his story in 7. But, like, from what I'm getting from this, like, he's a prisoner. He's doing, like, rehabilitation work. Kind of like a Thunderbolts-like. It did say Thunderstruck, right? Scarred up. Yeah, change of direction, get the crumple or stagger, knock down. Has that counter. Crumple there. Boom. Push kick. Teep. That's where the power up comes in. The knockdown. I think it has properties of like knockdown, maybe crumple stuff to the his moveset, which may have not if it's just like normal, right? Alright, there we go. Brian and Fahkumram again. Boom! Elbow to fist. That's a nice change of direction there too. Full charge. Do bam! Wall activation. There we go. He rush. Into the juggle. Slow down, crumple. Rage art. Dude, the veins like just shooting with power, like looking crazy, and then like that effect right there, almost like he's kicking him off of like a cliff. Dude, he's looking crazy. Yep. July 7th, July 10th. Costume 2, like another costume, and then like another one right there. This looks like a Bruce costume right there. Or maybe just without the the headpiece and the arm. That's sick. He has armor on like his costume in there, like on the his left leg side. Now we just got to see what Armor King can do for Tekken 8. That's gonna be crazy. Remember he has a DP. So, all right. I wanted to get to know the story of Fahkumram. So I'm here at the Tekken Wiki, just to see like what's going on, what was going on with him in the Tekken 7, and then getting into Tekken 8. So I kind of like skimmed through, and there seems to be a description. So let's start from Tekken 7. Struck by lightning at the age of 12, Fahkumram became a Muay Thai champion by the time he was 18. He got struck by lightning. Okay, that's why he's considered thunderstruck. Married and father of a daughter, his life took a dramatic turn for the worse. Ambushed and kept prisoner by the military, his family taken hostage. Oh, okay. Leaving no choice to Fahkumram but to comply with his captors' orders and fight in underground battle rings. Unable to see a way out, the once proud champion gradually lost himself into more extreme acts of violence and rage. He competes in the King of Iron Fist tournament in the hopes to gain freedom for both him and his family. So he kind of has a tragic story because like he's being bribed basically. He's being forced to do the bidding of his captors. So let's see. And then coming from the Japanese website, it's a little bit like, I guess more context. Once alluded as his country's greatest hero, Fahkumram was a legendary Muay Thai fighter, unparalleled in his field, showing remarkable talent for the martial arts of an early age. He was marked as a future champion until suffering a terrible misfortune by being struck by lightning. That's still badass, though. At the tender age of 12, after spending days on the brink of death, he managed to make a miraculous recovery, eventually developing a mighty physique and growing to over 2 meters tall. Combining his tremendous physical strength and technical mastery of the clever tactical brain, he became Muay Thai champion by the age of 18. By the time he was 18, brushing aside all competition, he was feted as a national hero. On the personal front, he married at the height of his popularity and was soon blessed with a daughter. At the age of 24, however, his life was taking a dramatic turn for the worse. Approached by a group of unknown men and offered a massive sum to throw his next bout, he was subsequently threatened with physical harm if he failed to comply. With no intention of succumbing to such corruption, Fahkumram knocked his opponent with a single blow shortly after the gang. The match-fixing gang attacked Fahkumram and tried to murder him, but Fahkumram proved too strong and managed to kill several of his would-be assassins. Arrested on the spot, once the police arrived, Fahkumram tried to assert self-defense, but a corrupt policeman and soldiers made up part of the group which had approached him was arrested and held by the military. In a secure location, his wife and daughter are subsequently taken hostage, after which Fahkumram was given no choice but to act in accordance with the instructions of his captors. Participating in secret underground martial arts competitions and show fights against tigers and other wild animals, unable to see a way out, Fahkumram became more and more desperate and disillusioned and gradually lost himself in more extreme acts of violence and rage. 4 years later, the world embroiled in the battle between the Mishima Zaibatsu and G Corporation. The military forces controlling Fahkumram determined that the Mishima Zaibatsu posed a threat to the nation and dispatched Fahkumram in a new mission. His task was to represent his country in the King of Iron Fist tournament and claim victory there. With the promise of, depending on the results he achieved, his family may be even set free, Fahkumram entered the fray, determined to win liberty for him and his family once and for all. So, a little bit more context from the 7 side of the Japanese website. Basically, from the American side, it was like, oh yeah, he was hailed as a hero, and the military hey, I want you to throw fights and all that stuff, and he's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then before that, he got struck by lightning, which is crazy. And military caught him and the family, and then forced Fahkumram to do the bidding, and extreme fights, fighting animals and more extreme acts of violence, right? So and then once Tekken 7 was around, then he's like, the corrupt army, military, whatever the group is, they told him okay, hey, enter the King of Iron Fist tournament so we can take down just to gain freedom. The Japanese website, it was more like context, there's a corrupt gang that has members of the military and all that stuff, and same thing, hailed as a hero, didn't want to throw fights, so they captured him and his family, and then he lost himself, right? And then during the war, military and that gang told Fahkumram, hey, take out the Mishima Zaibatsu and then maybe we'll set your family free depending how well you do. So, okay, so that's Tekken 7 story. Now we get to Tekken 8. Once reigning as the undefeated absolute champion of Thailand, Muay Thai fighter Fahkumram was a national hero of his country. However, when he broke up a rigged fight arranged by some corrupt Thai military officials, he was taken into custody by the military, and his wife and daughter were held under house arrest as hostages. Fahkumram is used as a pawn in the Thai military's plot to destroy the Mishima Zaibatsu by participating in the King of Iron Fist tournament, but the organizers of the tournament, the Mishima Zaibatsu, are not satisfied. However, the tournament is interrupted when the news of the death of the organizer, Heihachi Mishima, breaks out. The world was then ruled by G Corporation, led by Heihachi. Really? Led by Heihachi? Okay. Oh, that was once. Let me read it again. The world was then ruled by the G Corporation, led by Heihachi Mishima, and the King of Iron Fist tournament was held again. This time with the fate of the country at stake. That might be a typo, because Kazuya was leading G Corporation, right? Fahkumram was expected to participate in the tournament, but for some reason he was never given an order by the military. The truth is that the senior officer, dazzled by the large amount of bribes he was offered, he made a secret agreement with the remnants of the Mishima Zaibatsu to promote Kuma to represent the Southeast Asian and Oceania blocks. So yeah, that is true. In the story, Kuma won the Southeast Asia bracket basically to represent them. I will keep your wife and children alive as long as the war continues. The longer the conflict drags on, the more the Mishima Zaibatsu will continue to bribe us. Although angered by his vile scheme of selfishness, Fahkumram is determined to remain steadfast and resolved for his one and only meaning in life. I will not hesitate to take another life to save the lives of my wife and daughter. I will be the incarnation of an angry Garuda. Fahkumram quietly closes his eyes as he climbs into the military's newly developed ejection type entry weapon. Thailand's ultimate weapon is now sent into battle. So, things didn't pan out in Tekken 7. So he's still under the control of the military and the gang group. Was not able to perform his mission because Kuma won the Southeast Asian bracket of the tournament blocks. And so his mission continues forward to take out the Mishima Zaibatsu so I can free my wife and daughter. So that's basically his story. So that's good to know, right? So nothing really happened in Tekken 7. It's continuing on to Tekken 8. So okay, that's good to know. All right, so Fahkumram, we got to know the story. Now we're getting to see the gameplay trailer, and I'm seeing for the most part it's looking like as Muay Thai as you can get with the library of characters that you have in Tekken, right? So it started off with Bruce, and then Brian joined the fold in 3, and then now we have Fahkumram, and still differentiating between Bruce and Brian. With his version of Muay Thai and kickboxing. I know there was some maybe one move or two that was taken from Bruce. So again, if Bruce were to come back, we got to see how he's going to be completely different from Fahkumram, and if there's going to be any sort of story beef with Bruce against Fahkumram. But yeah, again, as I read the story, I was okay, that makes sense why he's his body is lit up with lightning power. Basically, he's kind of a kick. He's kind of like a Muay Thai Mishima when you think about it, right? Because lightning and all that stuff. So I don't know, that he might be a Mishima offspring, because that's kind of a family thing too, right? Not just the devil gene, but the lightning theme. But yeah, anyways, Fahkumram looks great. And I don't know why people, are upset about Fahkumram being in this game, you know, like, you know, especially if you're like Muay Thai fans, but like I get it at the same time that Bruce is the representative of Muay Thai. But yeah, you know, the gameplay looks great. Especially you get to see the special intro here. Story wise, it's like okay, yeah, I get the motivation. He's not like evil, but he's willing to do whatever it takes to save his wife and daughter, which I get, you know, as a father myself. So, yeah, and being like a kind of basically a prodigy in Muay Thai. So, yeah, if Bruce comes back, I want to see some interaction with these two or even these three really. So, yeah, but yeah, that's Fahkumram with the gameplay trailer, and then Armor King showing up as well. That's pretty crazy. I kind of wonder. I'm really gonna wonder, like, you know, what is in store for Armor King, and then the final, final character for season 2 is a new character, but that could be either be a new guest character or a new in Tekken versus universe like characters. So we'll see how that goes too. So yeah, that's the Fahkumram trailer. What do you guys think of the gameplay? Like I know, are you in the Bruce camp that you want Bruce back, or are you fine with Fahkumram? Like, what do you think of like the move list and what they were able to show with Fahkumram with his version of Muay Thai? Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time for the next Tekken 8 video. All right, take care, guys. Peace. Let's watch this first. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, take care, guys. Peace.